Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and today I'm here to talk through my September pile of possibilities. And I say pile of possibilities rather than TBR because in September I am fully back in school teaching, and the first month of teaching is always chaos. My body is readjusting, my brain is readjusting, everything is readjusting to a new schedule, a new workload. I'm exhausted all the time. So, a pile of possibilities that I can dip into and see what I feel like during that crazy time. Also, literary t-shirt time. Today's choice is The Travel Book Company from the film Notting Hill. So that's all to say that these books seem fun, on the lighter side, and things that I think I am pretty excited to get into. Firstly, you will have seen these in my recent book haul. I think Rewitched would be wonderful to read, maybe this time of year, maybe I'll save it for November. Actually, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking November, but I'll leave it here just in case. This seems to be about a woman in her early 30s who is a witch but has to keep that secret. She also works in publishing and she has to rediscover herself, and some romance comes her way as well, and it just looks cozy and delightful. I mean, there's Big Ben, cat, books. Yes, please. I might also choose to dip into Silverborn. Middle grade is always a great choice when I'm feeling really tired or really stressed. And going into this last book in the Nevermore series sounds really, really wonderful. That being said, it is quite long, but again, it's middle grade. Those tend to go quite quickly. I also really want to get to Moonlight Over Mayfair by Anton Dubek. This is the second book in his Buckingham Hotel Buckingham series, and I'm so excited for it. I loved the first one. These are quite light, easy reads. They do have depth to them still. Plus, Strictly Come Dancing comes back in September as well, so a very fitting pairing. But then I went back through my stash of older books as well. This one doesn't necessarily scream September pile of possibilities, but I've put it on here for a particular reason. And that book is The Forsyte Saga by John Galsworthy. This was written in the early 1900s. I know it's a family saga taking place in the later half of the Victorian, Edwardian eras. And I know this is a bind-up of several novels in one. That being said, it is quite chunky. So I don't plan on reading this all in the month of September. But I do plan on reading bits of it over the next couple of months, because I know that we're getting a new adaptation of the Forsyte Saga on TV around December, January, February, somewhere in there, and I want to have this read before watching it. So, need to get to this at some point. Then I might also pick up Ballet Shoes by Noel Streatfeild. I watched the made-for-TV movie of this years ago now, so I do remember the basic trajectory of the plot, but there are certain things that I don't remember anymore, so I'm really intrigued to read the book and see how it compares. This, as far as I remember, is the story of three orphans in the 1930s, and they each show an aptitude for one particular talent. One is an incredible dancer, one has a penchant for acting, and the third wants to become a pilot. And it's about how all of their lives pan out with those desires. Mostly correct, but having read the back, there were bits that I had forgotten, such as the fact that they are adopted by, they're not really sisters. but they're all adopted by great uncle Matthew. I'm not sure if he's actually their great uncle or if that's just their name for him. And he's often off, he's a famous fossil collector, so he's off doing that a lot of the time, and then one day he disappears altogether. Money is getting tighter and tighter, so it's decided that these girls should study to have the opportunity of earning some money on the stage. And so they're sent to the Children's Academy of Dancing and Stage Training, and then we see how their talents pan out, whether their talents are on the stage or not as they grow older. When was this published? Anyway, I know it takes place in the 1920s or 30s. Copyright 37. Okay, so contemporary at the time. Another book I thought I'd pick up looks very nondescript, but this is The Duchess of Bloomsbury Street by Helene Hanff, and this is the sequel to 84 Charing Cross Road. Now, I've heard that this is not nearly as good as 84 Charing Cross Road, which I fully believe, but I still think it will be light, it'll be fun, and hopefully it's able to actually give me that. Oh my gosh, I've just discovered someone left a whole handwritten note in the back of this book. Oh, a lovely thank you note to Hilda and Stan from Bruce and Kathleen for attending at their party and giving them lovely cards and things. That is so sweet. Anyway, Duchess of Bloomsbury Street. Then another book I might choose to pick up is Murder is a Must by Marty Wingate. This is part of the first edition library mystery series, which takes place in Bath. I read the first one last year, the year before, relatively recently, and I did really enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to picking up the second and third books. So this is number 2. I might also choose to pick up Atalanta by Jennifer Saint, which is another of her Greek myth retellings, this time telling the story of the figure of Atalanta. I'm not going to say any more than that. You probably know if you're already familiar with the myth. Or I could also choose to pick up Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This is a fun queer romance about the son of the fictional president of the United States and the fictional heir to the British throne meeting, initially hating each other, but then falling in love and possibly nearly causing an international incident by doing so, and everything that ensues with that. I have heard delightful things about this book, so I'm really excited to pick it up, hopefully in September, or if not, in the near future. So those are all books that I might choose to pick up in September, depending on how I feel. In addition, I know library holds are always going to be coming in. There will be arcs that need to be read, so pile of possibilities. I am not holding myself to anything. If you are particularly excited for me to get to any of these, of course, feel free to tell me in the comments. Or if you're really excited to pick up something this September that you think I would also be interested in, let me know down below. I always love hearing from you all. And until next time, be safe, be well, and happy reading. Bye, everyone.